Tokyo has some of the most incredible donuts, and today I'm on a mission to find the best of the best. Today I'm going to be hitting up 4 must-visit donut shops all across the city. There are so many donuts here that are serving up the softest, fluffiest, creamiest, flavor-filled donuts in town. I always feel bad when there's a face on the donut. I'm sorry, smile. So I just want to shout out to some donuts we've featured before. Parkside Donuts from our Viral Foods video, and Parkside Donuts is still probably one of my favorites so far. So we'll see if we can find a donut that will top that today. And make sure to stay tuned till the end to see a donut that has really been breaking the internet in Tokyo for a really long time. What? It really kind of confuses your brain. Before we go, don't forget to subscribe for more Japan adventures like this one, and don't forget to check out byfood.com to book a restaurant or a tour next time you're in Tokyo. All right, let's go eat a lot of donuts today. Come on. My first stop of the day is right here. This is Abebe Bakery, a sweet spot located in Okubo, which is also known as Tokyo's Koreatown. This area is jam-packed with delicious Korean restaurants, so it's very fitting that this is actually a Korean donut shop. And it's located about a 9-minute walk from Okubo station, or about a 12 to 15-minute walk from Shinjuku station. But basically, this place opened up in May of 2024, and it originated in Jeju Island in Korea. And ever since it came to Tokyo, this being its very first location, it has been a huge hit. Lots of people come here to check out their really wide selection of donuts, which are over the top filled, and they have a lot of really creative flavors apparently. So I cannot wait to see what they have and give some a try. Let's go inside. Oh, konnichiwa. Look at this selection. There are so many donuts here. I don't know if I can decide. There's one with churros and Kahlua cream. There's Earl Grey. And look at this beautiful orange one. It's called halabong. And then look, we have savory donut. There's one that's basil onion cheese. Ooh, and then a cream cheese garlic. What am I gonna do? Okay, I think I'm gonna have to get a few of these. So wait and see what my selection is in just a second. All right, so it's now time to try some donuts, but I should note that this is actually a takeout only store. So normally you cannot eat inside the store, but we have special filming permission here today. So we're very lucky to have a chance to eat them inside. So the one that kind of stood out to me today was actually the Jeju peanut red bean mochi, because it seems like a very interesting combo of flavors. And it's also one that's actually very popular in Jeju. So let's give this a try. It's mochi. What's interesting is the peanut is not the first flavor to stand out to me. It really tastes like a traditional Japanese mochi daifuku. The donut itself is a blend between a chewy mochi bun and then a Japanese traditional dessert. And the top of it is like almost like a muffin. It's worth a try. Okay, the next one I want to try is cookie crunch. I'm gonna eat it over the box because I've already spilled a bunch of cookie crumbs into the box. So let's give it a try. Oh, this is a messy one. That's delicious. The filling is strawberry jelly. It's almost like a custard and strawberry filling. Really fluffy donut. And what's great about the exterior, the cookie crumbs, they use a wonderful dark chocolate cookie that tastes almost like a really dark Oreo. So you get a nice contrast between the sweetness on the filling and then a little bit of bitterness of the cookie on the outside. It's a really good donut. I can see why it's a staff favorite. So I don't have time to try all of them today, and I don't know if I have the stomach space, to be honest, because we're going to hit up 4 donut shops. So I'm gonna try one last one for you guys on camera, and that's gonna be the savory sweet one. It's the onion garlic cheese. I'm very curious about this. That is so new. What's really surprising about this is it's actually quite sweet. The first hit you get is a garlic butter, like you're eating garlic bread. It's really tasty. And then it's like sweet cream cheese. It's really bizarre, but it weirdly kind of works. I don't mind it. I think you have to be a little bit open-minded to this savory and sweet combo, but I think it's quite nice. It's very creative. If you're an adventurous eater, definitely give this a try. All right, well, that's all I'm gonna try here for today. But as you can see, there are a ton of delicious flavors that you can get here. And I couldn't even decide. There were more that I wanted to try, but this is all I'm going home with today. So it's time for us to go check out our next donut shop to eat even more donuts today. We still got more to come. See you guys over there. All right, my next stop is right here inside the Little Bakery Tokyo. There are some donuts called the Good Town Donuts. And this shop is located in the back streets of Harajuku, kind of on the Omotesando side. This shop first opened in 2021, and it's quite famous for the fact that Justin Bieber actually visited this little bakery. Fun fact is that they actually started out as two separate shops. There used to be a Good Town Donuts cafe located beside the Little Bakery Tokyo, and they both used to be in a slightly different corner of the back streets of Harajuku. And I think during the pandemic, I recall that they sort of merged together. There was a lot that happened during the pandemic, but I'm glad that Good Town Donuts is still going strong inside of the bakery. And you can see the little sign in the back there. So let's go inside and give it a try. They have really fluffy, bouncy donuts, and they also have really tasty coffee. So let's go get a coffee and a donut. Come on. I have my donuts, Little Bakery Tokyo Donuts. As you can see inside, it really is basically a bakery, and you can also sit down indoors. But they have a little corner for the Good Town Donuts, so I picked out 3 that I thought would be really tasty to try on camera, and an iced latte. It's very hot and I'm very thirsty, so let's start by taking a sip of this one. Oh, that's so cold and refreshing. Also very good. It's a latte where you can really properly taste the coffee and the beans. Lovely. All right, let's start with the first one, Good Town Donuts. It says on the box that it was established in 2015, so that was a solid 10 years ago. But that means that Good Town Donuts, when they had their own cafe, they might be kind of the OG donut shop in Tokyo before the donut trend hit Tokyo. So let's taste and see if the OG flavor is as good as I remember it to be. Let's try. Oh, it's very melty. I don't know if I'm gonna take this out of the container. This is very sweet and tangy and refreshing. Very strong, like sour raspberry flavor. It's almost like a pink lemonade or something. But what really stands out to me is the quality of the donut. It's got the bouncy donut texture that you want. It's got integrity to the dough. I hope that makes sense. I love the dough. This is so good. But I will say that the glaze on top, I think it's still a tad sweet for the Japanese palate. So yeah, this is maybe a little bit of an American level of sweetness. Slightly less than American level, more than Japanese. That's where we're sitting. The next one we're gonna try is this one. It's the maple bacon glazed donut. I think this is a very American, Canadian flavor, and they've had this flavor here for a long time. Oh, that's pretty good. That does work. The saltiness and crispiness of the bacon is a really nice contrast to the fluffy sweetness of the donut. I don't know if maple bacon is the flavor that I would normally go for, but it does work. If you imagine it as sort of like a salted caramel with like a sweet donut, it's pretty good. I don't know if this is my favorite flavor, but it does work as a combo. All right, it's time to try the third selection, the third and last selection for today. It is the Smile Mango Donut. This is also kind of a classic Good Town donut. I always feel bad when there's a face on the donut. I'm sorry, Smile. Here we go. Oh, that is really good. That is very mango-y. I actually mistakenly thought this might be a filled donut. It's not filled, it's just mango glazed. It doesn't feel overly sweet either, actually. It's very sour, tangy, but still has that wonderful mango flavor. And you get that bounce of the dough that's kind of like a Tempur-Pedic mattress. That's what you want in a good donut. Actually, this might be my favorite donut that we tried here. This is good. Oh, this is melting on me. Okay, that means I gotta go. I have more donuts to eat today and this is melting, so I'll see you guys in the next spot. All right, my second last donut shop of the day is right here. It's called POTERI Bakery Tokyo. It's located in Sangenjaya, just a 2-minute walk from the station. So it's very conveniently located, and it's a cute little boutique donut shop that actually opened very recently in October of 2024. And what's special about it is that all of the donuts are crafted by a pastry chef. And apparently the textures and flavors are so refined that it's a little bit more like eating a cake than your typical sweet treat or donut. And fun fact, the name POTERI comes from the Japanese word poteri, which actually means plump or chubby or round, in reference to their adorably round little donuts. So let's go eat some plump, cute little donuts. Let's go. Oh, cute. It looks like a stylish little bakery in here. So these are our donuts for the day. This one looks like a sandwich. It's a prosciutto donut sandwich. Oh, and I might need to try this one too. This is also apparently one of the most famous ones, the POTERI, named after the donut shop. So I think we're gonna have to try that one. All right, so we have our little tiny plump donuts. I have a little black iced tea on the side. And what's really interesting is they actually give you gloves. They give you gloves to eat your donuts. This is smart. I don't know about you guys, but I normally go from like savory to sweet. Just seems natural. Let's start with the prosciutto donut. See how it tastes. Oh, that's really good. That's a sandwich. It's got lovely crisp lettuce. It's got really wonderful salty prosciutto inside, which tastes salty, even a little bit cheesy. The donut dough is kind of like a fluffy brioche, a little bit crispy on the outsides because it's been lightly fried. It's very slightly sweet within the dough, but no glaze, which I'm happy about. All right, let's try the POTERI donut, named after the shop itself. It is basically a creme brulee-esque donut, and the custard filling uses milk from Hokkaido. So yeah, apparently this is a good one. Let's see how it tastes. Oh, that's really nice. The custard cream filling, it's light, fluffy, aromatic from the vanilla beans. You can even see the little dots of vanilla bean inside. And the filling is kind of like eating a cream puff. The top is nice and crisp, like a creme brulee, I feel like should be. A little bit caramelized. And the dough is just fluffy and bouncy. Wonderful texture. This is a very nice donut. All right, time to try the last donut. It's the matcha donut. So far, I'm very impressed with the quality of donuts here. So let's see how this one tastes. There you go. Oh my gosh. Wow. The quality just tastes so high. The texture is like firm, but has a bit of bounce and fluffiness to it, but it's not overly soft. And the filling, as well as the glaze, it's not very sweet at all. You still get that real matcha flavor, a little bit of that subtle bitterness, but the balance is just perfect. It's wonderful. You can really taste that a skilled patissier designed these donuts. That's the impression that I get from this. Very high quality. Yeah, I think these are really worth a try. Come visit Sangenjaya and try these donuts. These are good. Anyway, we have one last donut shop to check out today, which are the most viral donuts in Tokyo, in Japan. Maybe even the world. I don't know. Let's go check it out after this. All right, I've saved the most viral for last today. This is I'm Donut, and it's a donut shop that has taken the internet by storm for many years since it first opened in 2022. And people would line up for hours just to have a bite of these viral donuts. They have a wide range of donuts from savory to sweet, and the most famous ones by far are called the Nama donut, which are really fluffy donuts filled with cream. They even have a location in New York now, so it's that big of a buzz. Let's go inside and give it a try. All right, I have my donut. I should mention that the Shibuya I'm Donut shop is probably the only location where you can actually go inside and pick out the donuts yourself, which is a really fun experience, kind of like a bakery in Japan. The other I'm Donut locations, you just select them off a menu and then they hand you your donuts. So it's a little bit more of a personal experience at this one. Ooh, they look really pretty all lined up in the box. So let's start with this one. It looks like a glazed French cruller donut. Looks good. That is fluffy. Oh, you can really see that it uses an egg-based brioche. You can kind of get a little bit of that sweet custardy egg flavor. The brioche, honestly, I love any donut that is made with a brioche. That fluffy bounciness is out of this world. I love the glaze. It's chewy, it's bouncy. It's really good. It's simple but delicious. Yeah, this is a good choice. All right, it's time to try the egg donut. It's round like an egg. At first glance, it looks like a regular custard donut. Like it's covered in powdered sugar, looks like tasty custard. But when you look more closely, it definitely looks like egg. And I feel like I see little tiny mustard seeds. Okay, I'm kind of nervous for this one. Let's see how it tastes. Here we go. What? It really kind of confuses your brain. The outside is very sugary. And then when you bite into it, it tastes like an omelet, like a Japanese tamagoyaki sandwich. A little bit sweet, a little bit savory, but the sugar on the outside is really confusing. Now I understand what the question mark is all about. They're just trying to confuse your brain. I would say, all in all, a creative, adventurous take on a donut. You'd have to be a little bold to try it, but I like it. All right, let's try this creme brulee. Look at that crunchy topping and then custard filling on the inside. Actually, I lied. It's not crunchy on the top. It's just crunchy on the edges. Okay. It really tastes like creme brulee. The first flavor you get is actually the bitterness of the burnt sugar on the top. A little bit caramelly almost, and eggy, and very, very soft, like a brioche, very fluffy, but also a little bit on the heavier side too. It's quite dense. Yeah, it's nice. If you like creme brulee, that's a pretty good donut. All right, let's try the raspberry nama donut. Nama means raw, because it's a fresh donut. They have like fresh cream filling inside, so it's normally kept refrigerated. And it's got a nice raspberry on top. Oh. Okay. That is so good. What? That's immediately the best donut, actually, in this box. This is so good. The filling is so good. It's not overly sweet. It's actually not that sweet at all. It's a little bit more on the tangy, even cheesy side. And the dough is pillowy AF. That's what I want to say. It's like biting into a cloud. That's how fluffy it is. And the dough is made with like a Japanese kabocha, and that's what gives it this yellow color. My goodness, the powdery goodness, the creaminess, 10 out of 10. I think this is a really good donut. Well, that wraps up our mission of finding the best donuts in Tokyo today. I've eaten donuts all across the city, and I think we've purchased 18 types of donuts in total. Luckily, we were able to split them amongst the three of us in the team today. But after trying a lot of these popular viral donuts, I think I found my favorite donut of the day. The winner of the day definitely is POTERI donuts! Yay! This was by far the highest quality donut that I've eaten today. The flavors were on point, the texture was incredible, just everything was perfectly well balanced. But the question is, did POTERI donuts beat my current all-time favorite of Parkside Donuts, also in Sangenjaya? This is hard to answer because they were both really different. So I'd say they're both kind of equally up there. So I'm gonna say those two are my faves, and they're both in Sangenjaya. So moral of the story, if you want some good donuts, come to Sangenjaya Station and you will not be disappointed, I think. Let me know in the comments down below if you've tried any of these donuts that I've featured here today, or if you have another favorite donut shop, please feel free to let me know. And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. We'll see you guys very soon in another video. Bye! If you enjoyed this video, click the photos on the left for more, and click the one on the right to learn more about byFood and book your own Japan adventures.